No one's actually, despite the headlines that flooded the world in August when you were arrested, detained, whatever they're calling it, put in a cell, you were not involved in kiddie porn, drug sales, organized crime, arms. I can't even remember, but like the worst crimes in the world. No one is actually claiming you were involved in those crimes, correct?
Correct.
Okay. They're saying that you had, of your billion users, there were a few who may have been doing bad things, and you're saying, I tried, but I didn't know that. Not my fault, right?
Correct.
It'd be like saying to Donald Trump, there are 350 million people in America, 1/3 the number of users you have, and some of them are using kiddie porn or selling drugs or, organized crime, and we're putting you in jail for it. I mean, that's like, it's insane. Well, so why are you still here? Like, what is the claim against you?
I'm still trying to find out, to be honest. I'm still confused. So at first they said, oh, you failed to respond to our legal requests, and that's why you're complicit. But first of all, it's not true that we didn't respond to legally binding legal requests. Secondly, it's a very extensive interpretation of complicity, even for the French, legal and judicial system. What I hear from my lawyers is that it's quite unprecedented. They had a couple of really small niche apps that are like 10,000 smaller than Telegram and were targeted specifically at criminals. They were nothing like Telegram. They didn't even have these companies that they didn't even have bank accounts. It was a different profile. They were not audited by a Big Four organization. But these companies have been persecuted in France before, and their founders, I understand, were accused of running a platform that is created for the purpose to facilitate crime. It's pretty much obvious that Telegram is not such a company, right? So it has 1 billion users. Every 8th person on the planet is a user of Telegram, like a regular one, and it's incomprehensible to assume that all these people are criminals. And everybody knows the story of Telegram very well. It's not something that was built for criminals. However, this reasoning, as far as I understand, is being used also in our case.